Hey everyone, this is Morgan Yates, and today we're back with year 3 of my interview 1 year apart video. Of course, copying the very popular Billie Eilish 1 year apart videos. We're back with it again, thanks to one of you guys who just commented on that video. We can all thank her because the past 2 years interviews actually took place on the same day in January, and this January, you may recall I was going through my little unmotivated funk. I completely just missed that. So it's obviously May, and we're doing this interview in May, but I figured it's still a year apart. So much has changed since last January, and if you guys like this video, I would love if you would subscribe, give it a thumbs up, comment below, all of the stuff. And I have not watched this video since I put it up last year, so I'm excited to see what I said, and let's just hop in. I am 23 years old. I'm 24 years old. Since my birthday was in January, I am now 26 years old. So on YouTube, I have about 277,000. My vlog channel, I have 80,000. And on Instagram, I have 41.3K. I don't even know how many followers I have now. I think I included that in hopes that I would have like grown a lot in here. I think we grew a slight amount. On YouTube, on this channel, I have 312,000 subscribers. On my vlog channel, I have a little over 92,000. On Instagram, I have 47,000 followers. On this channel, I now have 360,000. On my vlog channel, I just hit 100,000. And on Instagram, I have 58.8 thousand. I know I said this in last year's video too, but never been a channel that like skyrocketed off. I would accept it. Don't think that's ever really gonna be the case probably. I am proud of the subscriber growth on this channel, especially in the past year. But that's like 48,000. That's, for me, that's a big jump in a year. So thank you guys so much who have subscribed to this channel. And feel free to follow me on Instagram. You know, let's start now. We can get these numbers up. My room is very messy right now. You just can't see it because I moved everything out of the background. First of all, I feel like I look different. Secondly, this room is different. My room is currently also messy. Hate to say. That room is constantly messy. As you can see, I have moved again. I am now in a house in a different part of LA. It's barely messy right now. Actually, no, it's still very clean. I take it back. It's pretty clean. Nordstrom Express, Secret, Sally Hansen, Clean and Clear, Neutrogena, Nasty Gal, Dermalogica, Fabletics. I was so excited to work with Fabletics last year. Girl, if you only know, you gonna be doing a year-long thing. I would say in the past year, the brands I've been most excited to work with have been travel ones that have kind of enabled me to see a lot of new places this past year. I'm really proud of the partnerships I have with some of those companies that are becoming a little bit more long-term. Wow. Obviously then COVID happened, so I was going to be going on a ton of trips last year. Hopefully we will pick that back up. In the past year, right before COVID, I had a really fun partnership with Hyatt where I was in the Dominican Republic. That was definitely one of my favorite ones for the last year. I worked with like the Scottsdale Tourism Board and went on a really, really fun trip there. Done a couple brand deals with my favorite seltzer, hard seltzer, Vizzy in the past year. Alcohol partnerships are a thrill. Fabletics renewed for another year, which I'm so excited about. I'm still doing a deal with American Eagle right now. They've been someone I've wanted to work with for a really long time. A couple months ago, I did a cool partnership with Macy's where I was in Pop Sugar with my best friend. This year I've traveled a lot of places. I believe I've been out of the country 4 times. And actually speaking, I've been to Finland, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Spain, Portugal, and Greece. The past year I have been to Paris on a brand trip. Then I went to Israel and Jordan, got to see one of the wonders of the world, Petra. Then later in the summer I went with Kentucky again to Italy and France again. That time was the south of France, which was nice. And then my 4th trip out of the country this year was to London for the first time, and then to Croatia and Bosnia. And Croatia was definitely my favorite, living on a boat. Ugh. It does make me really glad that in past years I took advantage of like every travel opportunity that I could have possibly gone on. Like a lot of those things were very last minute. Yeah, in the past year I've been to the Dominican. Me and some of my friends did a little birthday trip to Cabo, and I have just been planted right here in LA, which has actually been really nice. I'm like itching to travel again, but I feel like I've developed an appreciation for actually staying. Obviously, in being here so long, I've developed so much stronger friendships here. I just feel like I don't feel the need to just always be on the go anymore. I really like just having a routine. I am proudest of myself for taking the risk to move to LA this year. And no one helped me move in. I shipped my car out here with 2 suitcases and the stuff I could fit in the trunk of my car, and had a mattress delivered to my house the day I moved here, and slept on the ground, and yeah, then bought furniture and figured out how to have a house. It was a really independent step to take. I'm proud that I've been able to leverage all of my social media stuff as my full-time job for the past year. I am proudest of, I would say, the people that I surround myself with. I could say like how much money I made or like brands I've worked with. I'm even really proud of, in the past probably just 6 months, how much I've come to love like health and fitness and all of that. But when I really take a step back and reflect, I think what I'm continually reminded of across the world, across the country, anytime I'm with my friends in their respective cities, is I'm just very proud to have the people around me that I have. I truly think I have the best friends in the world. So that is gonna be, I guess, my community is what I am proudest of. Whew. That sentimental music I be adding to these videos is even getting me. I am proud of another year of growth with YouTube and still being able to do this. Like I said, when I moved out here, I really, it was scary because I didn't feel like I had that much security in my income, or I didn't know what the future was gonna hold, and I feel just very secure in that now. And I am proud of that because I do work really hard. And why I was getting emotional is just watching me 2 years ago. It's just weird looking at yourself and that me didn't know what my life was gonna be in 2 years, and now for the past year, oh my God, I feel like my whole life changed in the past year. And whew, you can watch a 20 things I learned in 2020 video if you want specifics, but since that clip a year ago, I met someone and was dating someone that was so out of my comfort zone. I feel like I've grown into the best version of myself. I feel like my confidence in who I am has just multiplied over the past year, and I'm proudest of myself for coming out. And it's still not something that is the most comfortable for me to talk about. I hope that in a year I do feel more comfortable and confident in that, but it's just crazy. In those clips 2 years ago, if you would have told me that I would be in this place I am now this year, I would have never believed you because it felt so impossible, and that just makes me really proud of myself. And yeah, I just finally feel like I'm living a life that is true to myself and that I deserve to give myself. Sad about my friends or my close squad living really far away. I definitely have good friends out here, but nothing beats the friends that have gone through life with you for a long time. And yeah, everyone lives far away, and that sucks. It's interesting because of course I still miss my friends, my college friends, but I don't know, I guess at some point you just get used to it. I don't feel actively sad. Yeah, you just get used to the new way of life, I guess. I'm not really sad about much of anything that I can think of at the moment, which is good. I guess one thing that is a happy and sad thing, I'm happy for them, but a sad thing is that some of my good friends in LA are moving out of the city, out of the state even, to a different part of the country. So that was very sad news. I was quite upset. It's the right thing, so. I'm trying to think of who else moved. Was it just Kinsey? I'm gonna feel terrible if someone moved and I don't remember. Presently, I don't think I feel sad about anything. I have some just interpersonal things going on with people that I don't know, friendships and whatnot are shifting a little bit, which is natural and necessary and good, and you don't ever want to force anything, but I feel a little bit sad for sure about just spending less time with people that I care about still. I feel really fulfilled currently. It definitely goes back and forth depending on how inspired I guess I feel with my content, and if I have ideas or if it's feeling mundane. I have lots of ideas for my main channel, and I've been posting twice a week, which doesn't normally happen. Right now I definitely feel very full and fulfilled. I do feel fulfilled. I feel like right now I have great balance going on. At the time, I guess all I thought of was YouTube for that question, because that was my whole life at the time, and it still obviously is a large part of my life. But I feel in the past year I've sort of created a lot of friendships and just habits and things I'm doing off camera as well. I feel now more than ever I am the happiest with YouTube and social media stuff. I don't really have any cons about it right now. I have a lot of video ideas I'm really excited about. I feel in the past year I've just been really happy with a lot of the videos I produced in the past year. But a third component that I didn't even touch on in this last year because it wasn't present, that now I feel helps a lot with me feeling super fulfilled and everything balanced and whatever, and that is again just health and fitness stuff. If you would have told me a year ago that I would love working out more than I love not working out, and that I would love eating healthy more than I love not eating healthy, it's just very weird. I feel going and boxing is such a mental thing for me, and I think that having that whole new aspect of my life that was never really a focus in the past has helped me feel even more fulfilled than before. Yeah, those clips 2 years ago, I feel just for my whole life, I didn't necessarily grow up with healthy habits necessarily. And I remember it was always something that I just felt I could never get in control of, or just be in a place that I was happy with. And yeah, a year ago, I was feeling I somehow like unlocked it, was feeling so good, had like a healthy mindset about everything, and just like felt so confident. And bringing it to this year, that's still an area of focus for me. I would say that my balance has shifted a little, as I've talked about recently, to where I feel like I'm finally again getting back in a place where I am freshly feeling good with like just all areas of my life being in order, with getting back on top of work and with carving out and prioritizing time to work out because I feel the best when I'm doing that. And I'm dating someone, which like is a big piece of like my time, like that takes a lot of time, and so I'm just like learning how to balance it. Like the person I dated previously was long distance, so I feel like that was just not as big of a factor. So this is like the first time I'm learning how to like balance all of these things. I do feel fulfilled. I feel so happy, so thankful for my life, for everyone in it, and I'm genuinely very happy. But I feel like I'm not like, I feel on like a 1 to 10, I feel like a 7, because I feel still just like I'm learning and getting comfortable with like balancing all of the things in my life, and I'm not like fully there yet. I feel just like on the edge of like a new stage of my life in a way. I don't know, I just feel so proud, like so good with everything, but I feel like I'm on like the top of like a mountain where we're about to like go over it, and like things are gonna be just like a new level of good. I feel like really simple things make me happy. Of course extravagant things do as well, but like Christmas lights in my room, which you can't see. Someone commented on my room makeover video and said I needed to ditch the Christmas lights because they were too childish, and I don't disagree. However, they are one of my simple joys in life, so they will stay for now. Yeah, they childish. I look at this last place and I'm like, what was the decorating there? I feel like this new house I'm in, I just decorated like so maturely. This feels like just like an adult room. The neutral, sleek vibe I'm feeling. Boxing classes, sweet green salads, drinking an Aperol spritz on the beach abroad. Still just driving around and seeing palm trees, catching up with friends, seeing old friends, friends coming to visit, or even like actually a new thing, weekend nights at home alone. It really make me happy. Weekend nights alone, I've been so social lately. It's like a Friday night in, that would hit different. Palm trees are still like my simplest, biggest joy in life. The beach makes me happy. Sunsets on my friend's roof are so fun. Like we'll go up there. I've made so many new friends in the past year, and we'll get together and like make fun little drinks and watch the sunset. I just feel like I have so many, I say this every time, I just have so many great friends and great people in my life, and I truly feel just so lucky just to have such good friends. Another thing I've come to love, never would have thought this, is going on hikes, like an evening hike by myself. Caroline, Sarah, Brooke, Kalia, those are my like college, high school ones. Adrian, another Sarah out here. At home friends, Caroline, Sarah, Brooke, even like Catherine and McKegg, two of my other college friends here, Adrian, Kenzie. It's like awkward seeing who gets cut from year to year. My college home best friends are still Caroline and my college roommate Brooke. Adrian is still one of my best friends, although I don't see her nearly as much as I would love to. Just so many best friends out here, like Victoria, Caitlin, Casey. The new group of girls I've been spending time with are honestly some of my best friends already. The most expensive thing I have spent money on this year is my car, whose air conditioning broke. Girl, that car be still having issues. Next year you better ditch this car. The most expensive thing I bought this year was probably actually my plane ticket from LA to New York right before the holidays. When I booked it first class, it was a little over $1,000. That's probably, actually that's for sure the most expensive thing I've spent my money on. I be just spending money like I'm growing it in my backyard this year. My rent every month is for sure the most expensive because we did a little upgrade here. I've spent on this stupid BMW that keeps breaking. 2 separate times since that video I've had to fix stuff. I've spent a good like $8,000 on repairs in the past year. Ridiculous, that could have gone towards a new car, but you obviously can't predict that. I spent a lot of money on furniture when I moved into this house. Yeah, we really been fueling the economy this year. Maybe like San Diego. I'm really like sold on Southern California right now. True. So maybe even just like, does Orange County count? I don't really want to be there, but I love Southern California. But if I had to move out of the state, it would probably be to like a big southern city, maybe. I stand by my Southern California comments. It's funny because in the past year is like, I could see myself staying here for forever. I really could. If I had to move out of the state, I can think of not a single place I would want to move in the US, so I would actually consider like moving out of the country. Still loving LA. On one hand, I really could see myself being in LA forever, probably moving to like the Valley, maybe San Diego. In the past year, I have spent a good amount of time in Northern California. I could see myself like just anywhere in California, really, I guess. Okay, so I can't think of like a YouTuber, what I'd do to have Demi Lovato on my channel, but that's not gonna happen.
I was so obsessed with her.
So in terms of like a brand collab, maybe like Topshop, even though I don't think they do it.
Girl, they go bankrupt. Cool. All right, dream collab. I still can't think of a person. However, I just got done binge watching The Circle on Netflix. Sammy, if you've seen it, has a YouTube channel. I would love to do a collab with her. Cute. She ended up moving to LA and I DM'd her. I was like, if you need LA friends, and she replied, and like we never hung out. She's probably never gonna hang out with me, but ooh, I would really like to work with Aerie or American Eagle. I'm just really into travel. Like I would, oh my gosh, Delta Airlines, that's probably my top. I wanted to work with American Eagle so bad. And I'm doing like a 3-month thing with them, so that's exciting. I can't think of a person that I would want to collab with on YouTube at the moment. I would love to do one of those truth or drink videos with someone, but I can't decide if that's like brand appropriate or not, if that's gonna hurt me in the future. So I don't know, we'll see. Other than my friends, the only person I really watch on YouTube is this girl. Her name's Kiva Brent. She does like interior design videos and I love watching them. Like I just like sit there and watch them on like the weekends. It is so relaxing to me. So maybe if I ever like moved or something, I was like decorating my house, it would be fun to do a collab with her. Brand collabs for the next year. In a good way, I feel like I've been able to work with most of the brands I've wanted to work with. Like Adidas just sent me stuff. Like I love Adidas. I can't believe I forgot to say this in the previous question, but I like worked with West Elm this year, which is crazy. I like need to pick some goals so I can look at this in a year, but I genuinely don't know. It would just be to like keep working with the brands that I love working with. Goal I have for next year is to buy a house on the East Coast. Thank God we didn't do that. Conveniently. This year I want to go to 5 new countries. I want to create a like internship grant per follower. In the past year, I've evaluated my life and like the stepping stone of events that led to like me being where I am right now. So I kind of want to pay it forward this year and create something like that for someone in a similar situation who's going maybe out of state or to another city and is doing an unpaid internship. And yeah, that's my plan. And then COVID happened and no one was relocating for internships. I recently asked on my story because I still do want to do this and still plan to do this. Like 99.9% of you guys said that you weren't, or that like it was virtual. So we have held off on this again. I will be doing this next year. I'm good at like, for my savings goals, like one of my goals I guess for the next year, I have like savings goals for a house down payment actually in California. So, you know, a lot more expensive, we move in slow, but every week I put aside money towards that. And like every month I put aside money towards this scholarship that I still want to do. So maybe we'll just be having multiple whenever we roll this back out. But that is still something that I'm like thinking of and working towards, even though obviously it has not happened yet, because that is important to me. I have a goal of how much money I want to make in the next year, which is like 150% of what I made last year, but I'm on track to do that, which is crazy. I would love to hit 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's probably a reach. I expect that to not happen. If it happened, I would be thrilled. And those are my big goals. Like I just keep putting in the work and like it reaps what it does. Yeah, that always seems to be enough. So yeah, I would love to travel again as well. If we could do that in the next year, that would be great, but a little bit out of my control. I would say content or thankful. I can't decide. How I feel about my life in one word. I don't even want to just say content. I want to say like overjoyed. I'll give it that. I don't know. I can't think of anything that I would change or anything that can make things better than they are. I'm continually just like blown away at just like the state of my friendships, the state of work, just how many opportunities keep coming my way that I like never even reached out about. It's just wild, the things that continue to fall into my lap. So I am very content and I'm very thankful. I will retweet myself from a year ago, but I would say just like, I don't know, shocked or like thrilled, overjoyed. I feel like that's something I honestly haven't been doing enough lately because of my weird, just like unmotivated funk I was in for a minute, I guess, that I keep referencing, and this will hopefully probably be the last time I do that. Like I was in that for like, I don't even know what reason. Like sometimes just how you feel is out of your control. On one hand, I do this a lot where I feel like I am aware of like just how much I have and like how many opportunities again literally fall into my lap, like, and I do feel so thankful for that, but I feel like the gravity of that has not like sunk into me lately. Like it's like I know that, but I feel like I haven't like felt that like deep gratitude in a while. Yeah, I don't ever want to become like jaded to that. The word I would describe my life in right now, again, also isn't even, I wouldn't even say content. I feel content, that's true, but I feel like I'm like, it's like in progress. That's, could I cheat and say in progress? That's like 2 words. Just personal stuff in the past year. I've like done so many, like everything that I thought I would never do. And I feel content and thankful and like shook and just like so happy about that. But at the same time, it's like, I feel like I'm on the edge of like, just something more. Like, I don't know, I feel like I'm at the beginning stages of like a new chapter of my life or something like that, I guess, now that I'm like finally being my full self. I don't know. So I feel, I guess I'm gonna say in progress, or like anticipatory. Something in me it just feels like that. So that is the end of this video. I'm excited to edit this together, and if you guys liked it, let me know, and we will be back for this year 4. Should I do it in May of next year, or should I do it back in January and get this thing back on track? Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for another year of continuing to support me and watch me. It really does mean so much. So that is all, and I will see you in my next video.